betwixt the ruby seas, deep in the eye of the storm, a bastion of beef and hope lies nestled in the sand. 4 men almost lost to the deep now find tranquility within its walls. And now they're inviting you in for a tale unlike anything you've ever heard before.
BeefBoys. Welcome to BeefBoys IRL freaking L.
Here's to the freaking boys, and here's to the freaking weekend.
Here's to 9/11.
Let's all cheers our beverages. Kudos, bring it here. Hey. Bring your bevy
Here's
here.
to the fucking...
Yeah.
I made it.
Oh,
Oh, shit, my
Water
mic.
gang.
Kudos.
Water gang.
Kudos.
His mic fucking fell off.
You fell off.
We made it. We're here. We're straight.
Queer.
I don't know about you boys, but I'm feeling particularly gay this week.
No, yeah, it's already.
No, not me.
It's been a very
gay-ass
gay
fucking
couple days.
weekend.
Yeah.
I've only had my straightness reaffirmed, if anything.
I was a few inches deep in Kudo's ass in the middle of Target with my finger.
That is true.
I gave me such a fright. I was like bent over the trolley.
The trolley.
I swear my straightness is
James
being
Bond
reaffirmed.
bent over the trolley.
Anything from the trolley.
What do you call it?
A shopping cart.
Shopping cart.
That's 2 words. It's too long.
Can you chug Buzz B-balls?
Can I chug it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you chug it?
How about I sip it and then I
Chug
give,
it.
give all you guys some?
I'll take
like
a
that.
sip. I'll have a
I
little
want to
sipski.
try some.
Fine, I'll try it.
I want to try some
Oh,
of the
this
Buzz
fucking awesome. I
Ball.
want to be freaking nerd.
How bad is it? He'd be like, that's awful.
Does it taste
Double
yummy,
dip.
Daddy?
We all lost our clothes in the luggage, so we just found what we could on the
Yeah.
side of the road.
I
I
like
will
that.
say, our good buddy Rice Pirate Mick let us off the island for
Yeah.
a short time, but we do have to return, so we'll be
Yeah.
back.
He put us on a giant boomerang that will shortly be picking us back for a return trip.
Thank you, Mick.
That is fucking awesome. I'm actually not going to finish that. If you'd like to finish that, we're going to be putting Andrew's address up on screen right here.
I
Fuck,
kind
I
of
hate
like it.
that.
You finished it.
That's
Chug.
chug,
Chug.
Chug,
Chug.
chug, 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 chug.
He's actually doing it. Chug, chug, chug. He did it. All right, cool.
That wasn't very much.
You just finished a woman-owned beverage, my man.
Yeah, how does that feel?
Yeah, how does that feel?
Do you feel like you're supporting
Really? In Pride Month?
Really?
Women have their
Really?
own month. Can women be prideful?
Nah,
Technically, they can.
nah. Every day is Women's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that
forgot
was-
my fucking glasses.
Oh no.
So did
Idiot.
Andrew. Yeah, you
Well,
forgot
we're
yours.
here.
We are
forget
finally
mine.
here.
We're here.
It feels like this would never happen. I kept
Yeah.
thinking something was going to go wrong and I wouldn't be able to come here because I had to fly on like 4 planes just to get to this
That is true.
to Alaska.
Yeah.
So many things could have gone wrong. I could have got Jovid. Joe Byron made it so that I didn't even have to get a COVID test literally the day after I arrived. Very good timing there.
Epic.
I had a very long plane ride.
Epic.
It was cringe, but I'm here.
You are here.
And I'm enjoying all the fruits of the American labor. LAX almost killed me.
Yes.
I almost got swallowed up into the whole of LAX, which I finally see why people say that's a fucking garbage airport because it is Q's the airport.
True.
It does suck a very special flavor of ass, I will say. Even
funny-
just picking
the
you up from there was
specialist
really bad.
Oh yeah, we got yelled at. Corny, put the clip here.
Put it here.
We got yelled at by this fucking dipshit who it was absolute fucking chaos.
Yeah.
And Sabrina was like recording us. Like I literally just came out, gave you and Sabrina a quick hug, and then threw
Yeah.
my bags in the back, which is what like everyone was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally a matter
Standard
of like 4
airport stuff.
seconds tops.
Yeah, and this dude acted as though we were like fucking like shooting for GQ.
Yeah, like
like
did a
as though
photo shoot.
we stopped and like aimed at the camera like Family Guy. Like we literally just like we weren't even doing it for the camera, for the gram. We were just having a quick hug.
Yeah.
Bags in, and this fucking dipshit. Well, I mean, we literally have him recorded saying it, and he's like,
Whoa. No
he's like, don't stop for a picture. He's like, consider the bigger picture. You do a photo shoot later, and it's like,
Fucking
fuck you. How about you fuck you, cunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you start talking and he hears that you're Australian and he's like,
wait, hold on a
sorry.
second.
whoa.
Forgot.
Starts doing light skin face.
That's how they are in Newark and like LaGuardia and JFK too, because they're some of the most. LAX is literally the most trafficked airport in the entire world. So it's like if they let everyone take pictures, then like someone would blow up a fucking.
Well, I have to
plane
do
or
it for you. I have to do it.
I can't.
If I let you hug him, then everyone's gonna try to hug each other.
We have 9/11-2 on our hands.
9/11-2 happens.
It's a really slippery slope.
Pride Month.
I can't think of a single building in Los Angeles that is like iconic. Is that a thing?
The Hollywood sign.
No, a building.
Plane crashes into the Hollywood sign.
It kills no one, but it takes away like the soul
Kills a bunch of homeless people.
cinema.
It just kills a bunch of plants.
How will cinema ever recover?
They can't look at the sign.
Do you remember when they defaced the sign? What'd they make it say?
Oh, they made it say
Hollyweed.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was stupid.
Wait, how?
I think they just put up like little black stickers on
I'm
it.
stupid.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was like a sheet or something, right?
It was something
It was
like that.
something like
Yeah.
that.
It was
and
really
made it say
dumb.
Hollywood.
Doesn't someone like own the copyright to that? So if it's ever in anything, they have the right to like strike it.
Maybe,
Probably.
probably.
I'm pretty sure.
Like the city of LA.
That's why you
Yeah.
don't see it in movies, or it's like a recreation of it. It's not the
Sure.
other one.
What the fuck?
I think you
Yeah.
might be right, actually.
How do you make something that fucking big on a skyline and be like,
That's
Mine.
mine. That's mine.
nobody else gets it?
You see the Pentagon? That's mine.
Maybe
I
it's
own
some
it.
guy that like really likes porn or something. He's just like, whenever they make porn and there's like that's in it, then it's like
Yeah.
his.
Fucking and it's
My
like
board
I'm
now.
gonna copyright the penis.
we're having sex in
a bunch
Jollywood.
of CP on his computer, and he's like, "No, but I own the. I
own. I'm
it.
sorry, dude. I own it.
I don't know,
You're not allowed
I
to
didn't make it, but I own it.
It was like, listen, you can take me to jail, but you're going to be in for one hell of a
I like it
lawsuit.
too,
Yeah,
but-
you're legally not
that's-
allowed to look at it.
Yeah,
I will sue.
yeah.
That is my property, sir.
You have no right.
I could see some fucking Jared Fogle ass dipshit trying to do that.
Jared
that
Fogle
defense.
ass
Some
dipshit.
Christian ass dipshit.
Jared Fogle does own the
Yeah.
Hollywood sign.
Wasn't there that one dude who said he had a bunch of child porn? He said like his cat downloaded it by accident.
His cat?
Like his
Wait,
cat like
really?
walked across the keyboard and hit download on like child porn.
This is
The
a
cat thought it
typed
was
in child
cat porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like an excuse they'd make on that show.
He said his cat walked on his keyboard.
So does anyone have any epic travel stories? Because I do.
Yeah, I mean, well, I already told you guys, but on the way here, Kudos and I got separated on the flight. And
I love this.
yeah, and
Yeah, so the first we had to fly to Seattle and then we had to fly from
Yeah.
Seattle to here.
Yeah.
And the first leg was we were sitting next to each other, it was all good. And then the second one, we go to like check, we got to see if we can upgrade, and it's like, oh fuck, we're like 7 rows apart.
yeah,
Which
No.
was very cool. Thank you, Delta.
yeah. Thank you, Delta.
We definitely
Epic.
That's how I want to fly. I want to
Yeah.
fly just kind of sprinkled
Yeah,
around.
just
Yeah.
free for all.
Just fuck, who
Yeah,
cares?
just a multi-man orgy. Yeah, so I'm fucking seated next to this large woman and this little person, and the large woman. And when I say
They're
little
the two
person, yes,
extremes,
I do
yeah.
mean that.
Yes, I'm from Compton.
and her collar stayed popping. And the entire way from fucking Seattle all the way into Anchorage, she was just ripping ass. And this wasn't like normal fucking vanilla Java edition Minecraft farts. This was like fucking bedrock of her gut farts. Like this was like I had my mask on the plane, not even to protect myself from
booty
Jovid at that
stay
point. It was
farting?
just to like lighten the load of like her fucking ass gas. And it wouldn't stop. And like she didn't have any means of like entertainment, right? She was literally just standing.
That was her
Yeah,
entertainment.
she was literally sitting there, like not looking at her phone, not even messing with the little TV in the front. She was sitting there like this.
like caught the stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't have my mic next to me at all. This is the Mexican pizza. This is the medium fry from McDonald's.
the gordita.
Now it's time to hit him with the Nachos Del Grande.
It's making like the Mega Man X charge sound. Just
Yeah.
hello, Jared. It's Jared.
It's the man.
The man. Say something. We
Yeah.
are recording. Hell
Goodbye,
yeah.
Jared.
That's his catchphrase.
That and the M word.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you can say that up here though.
the trek here
You know,
was
it's a different world.
was
That's true.
something else.
Alaska's actually pretty Quite like a lot of people say that up here. Like, Andrew and James have been saying it non-stop.
Yeah,
this whole time.
it's kind of
Picked
wild.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, like you know when you go to like a grocery store, they tell you have a nice day. Like here, they call you the N word when you're walking out. It's kind of wild.
They're like later.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Nice guys.
Yeah, you go ahead, and then I want to talk about our fucking Airbnb situation.
Oh yeah. So, I had to go from Florida to Chicago.
Chicago.
And then, so I got to Chicago. I'm being chillin'. Well, that's stupid. That's not the story is on the flight there. So I get to Jacksonville, where I live.
I get to Chicago.
So if we skip over the story,
We skip the story.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
But if we tell the story, here's what happened.
I had a heck of a good time. I don't know what to say.
I got to Jacksonville because I live there. So I was ready for that flight for like.
And here's James's address?
9 months. Yep.
Here's his IP
Come through.
address for the techies.
IP V1 11. So I got on the plane and I got paranoid brain. So I always get the chair all the way in the back against the wall so no one can sit behind me so they can't like peel my neck back and kill me, you know?
Which is what they do on airplanes.
Yeah, that's what people do. I don't know why I do it in movie theaters too, but I'm sick in the brain. But I got that seat, motherfucking 37D aisle seat.
Jeez.
I ain't sitting nothing but the aisle because I'm fat as shit. And so I'm back there, I'm chilling, and we're just flying. And then we get to the
then nothing happens.
We get to the that'd be really funny if I just did that. Yeah, but we get to the airspace of the Windy City. You know how they call Chicago the Windy City?
They
I do
call
know
it
that actually.
I feel like
I've heard
talking
that
about
before.
Chicago on a podcast with four almost white guys in it.
Four almost white guys.
Almost white guys in a room is such a fucking funny, stupid.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
anyway,
a
I
trope.
flew into
So I
Chicago
was in
for my
Chicago
comedy
and,
routine.
I'm funny. And so
Go Bears.
a hot dog.
How about that big bean?
Let me tell a college story.
we get to Kanye West's hometown, but the air above it, and they be calling it the Windy City. And then the turbulence starts going fucking crazy, and like I'm talking like the lights in the cabin are flickering on and
Oh
off.
God.
Because the shit's going so crazy.
Jesus.
And there's a guy next to me who hasn't talked the entire flight, and he's like a 45-year-old, very hard-looking man. And like I'm pretty sure he was Russian because whenever the people would come up to like offer him a drink, he'd just be like, Arda? he would just be like a villager, like they don't really interact with you. They're just like kind of.
Yeah, just hit.
And he just would sit there and like sometimes he would look at like he would just straight up be like just look at it too, but it wasn't threatening.
He's still there.
He's just observing. He was just observing. I don't know.
Yeah.
looking,
He's just a
peeping.
strange
He's
guy.
in spectator mode.
But for 2.5 hours, we said nothing to each other,
Yeah.
and then this fucking turbulence starts happening. And I swear to God, we hit one where I don't know. We started either going up or down. I couldn't really tell, and I straight up, like a Tower of Terror style, like a drop tower. Luckily, I actually put my seatbelt on, which I usually don't. But like, I lifted and hovered for a few seconds.
Oh my God.
And at this point, I'm like,
Jesus
we're
Christ.
dying.
They're saying that.
And
yeah.
this while I'm floating, this guy reaches, and he is too, reaches out and grabs my hand. I think it was just a very much like he tried to grab for something because we're Yo, beat me off. See if I'm still I'm alive.
Beat me off before we die,
That's a bit
please.
from the last time I was in Alaska. But so he like grabs my hand and then he like turns to look at me and I look at him and we start laughing. He's like, and I'm just like laughing and trying not to cry. And then it's like 10 minutes of the worst turbulence you can imagine. Like it's what happens before the plane crash in the movie when someone when they all die or something. And like we're holding hands for like 2 minutes and like every time it happens, the only thing we can do is look and laugh at each other. So it like we're both not scared anymore.
Yeah.
And it was this really intimate, beautiful thing I just had with a man I don't know and will never know again. That's from
one
another
of
country
James's
that
many
doesn't speak
intimate man
English.
experiences.
And it was a really wonderful thing.
And James still thinks about him.
Yeah, and then the landing was even worse because the wind, it was still really windy. So like we're landing and like you ever see videos of like how scary a plane is, and then you finally land, but then like one of the wheels gives out and they fly into the watchtower or whatever and they blow up.
Yeah.
So I'm always afraid of that.
Yeah.
And then we're landing and the wind is going crazy, so it feels like it's like throwing this around like if you're in a car on like a bridge or something.
Yeah.
It was so freaky. And then That was really it. And then I got like a really, really cheap upgrade to first class on the way here, and that was like the best fucking flight of my life.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the worst and the best.
I
in
got
the same day.
vegetarian
Yeah.
Italian ragu and champagne. It was fucking crazy.
That's sick.
It was a $50 upgrade. Get a United Mileage Plus fucking credit
rewards.
card. Don't spend it on anything except like a plane ticket, so you don't like they don't get you because they get
Yeah.
nothing if you obviously don't go into debt.
Yeah.
And then, but you can just walk up to United flights, like a guy at the front, like at the gate, and be like, "Hey, you guys have any like upgrades to first class for Mileage Plus members?" And for $50, I got like a $600 more expensive ticket. It was insane.
And a
That's
kiss on the
so
mouth.
Fucking
sick.
awesome.
But that's my
That's epic.
traveling.
Hell yeah.
That's my travel. I had the
That
same
was
thing
me.
with the Turbulence when I was flying over here, just like some random part over the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
That's
Just-
that's so scary.
But the worst part was it was while they were serving dinner. So like normally Turbulence sucks, but like
I
you
got
can
spaghetti all over
Just
me.
little lamb chops and like
yeah,
chicken
well you can
legs
just kind of like
floating in
sit
there.
back and like fucking deal with it. But I'm like trying to eat. And like trying to eat when your stomach's going,
Yeah.
is like not a vibe. And then also like trying to spoon shit in
Right.
and not spill it everywhere. And like you could tell they're like, you know, the staff are trying to serve people drinks and shit while it's going like fucking like this.
Yeah.
So I got to the point where they're like, yeah, sorry, we're gonna have to just suspend dinner service for about 15 minutes while
Sorry, we're really scared.
we we don't like this.
Sorry, the captain is shitting his pants right now.
You see the cart, they're just like running down the aisle with the cart.
House on fire.
Get to the jump seat!
The fuck, it's so funny though. The plane's microphone is like a dog shit. Like PS2.
It's so quiet.
It's either too quiet, too loud, but it's always
Yeah.
fucking the crackless piece of shit.
It's like a
ever.
Wiimote. Like on
Yeah.
the top
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
plane.
yeah.
It's a Drake Wiimote effect.
Yeah.
Plane. 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 This is a captain speaking. The wind temperature. Also, who fucking cares about what direction the wind's coming from? Cunt.
Yeah.
I don't know what 52 degrees southwest fucking
I can't
dumb shit.
decipher this.
Just tell me what
That's
the
some
time is where I'm
pilot shit.
landing and when we're gonna get there. I don't care.
That's some pilot shit where it's just like they think that's interesting. It's like if we got on a
Yeah.
podcast and started talking about like the inner mechanisms of a mic.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
It's no, the only thing the only people interested in that are like dads.
Yeah.
They're like, southwesterly.
I'm gonna butcher this fact when I tell it to someone in 3 hours.
I get there.
Yeah.
I did hear some lady ask the stewardess what kind of plane it was. Like, what kind of plane is this?
Does it fly? It's just,
I really like planes and trains.
automobile.
A really big one. A really big one. It's got 2 wings.
Oh!
It's talking like she's
what if you
putting
wanted to
down.
play? In the,
Yeah.
there's a 3
Okay.
wing. There's a wing on the top.
There might
What
be.
about that?
Isn't there in the
Full
back?
wings.
No, but if it was like at the middle, and it was really tall.
You think that would help or hurt?
Yeah, what happens if you give a plane more wings?
Hmm?
What if a plane's got like 8 wings?
Yo, let's
Can it go
interlock our
faster?
toes
Let's
fucked up.
not.
and say we don't. You got cold feet, dog.
Literally.
Yeah, I'd be chilling.
You,
chilling.
Courtney, when you run away from the altar.
Andrew's never proposing.
Yeah.
Wait, someone else had another
Andrew
story
doesn't
about
like
something.
girls.
Andrew had a big travel story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I went to pick up James, me and Courtney went, and we were driving, and some very
Say it.
funny
it.
looking man walked in front of us, and I said, "Sir."
Sir?
And that was it. Sir?
That was my travel
Wait,
story.
can I say one more thing? Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Go ahead. Say it.
Had to get a fart reverb.
Oh yeah, of course. It isn't complete. It's weird because we don't have like soundboards to like be like super autistic with.
Yeah,
So
no.
all we have is our
We just have to be
phones.
funny now.
Yeah. Where's my phone? I want
Which
to
is
play a
hard.
soundbite. Hold on.
Just this is your comfort.
Yeah, this is like
We're
gets
getting
me
like
into the audio
soundboards, but the worst quality possible. Just not gonna sound like anything.
I love you so much. I love you so much.
What fucking video is that?
It's just water. This is water.
It just sounds like someone stuck a mic under a waterfall. It was like,
Whoever said farts aren't funny is fucking stupid as shit.
That
Farts
sounded
are the
like that
funniest
video
thing
we
ever.
watched yesterday where the dude puts a fucking like he hits his microphone with a weed whacker and it's just can't even hear it.
Oh my god.
But anyway, we're here.
Anyway.
We're straight.
Yes.
I've tried American food.
he has.
You had him.
Is it better?
McDonald's.
It's good. It's just different. I don't know. It's not better or worse. It is really tasty. I'll
Can
put
you
it that
taste
way.
the corn and everything?
Not really yet. I've had a couple of sodies. Hasn't been as high fructose as I thought.
Sodies.
I'm interested to try Baja Blast directly from the source, from the nipple.
Which we will do that.
Baja Blast.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, no, it's been good. We had
Major blast alert.
Badger Blast. It's weird. I've kind of been half hoping people are gonna like pick up on my accent, but so far nobody has.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like even when we went to Starbucks and I ordered it as
Put a
like
clip here.
I put the most Australian accent on it possible,
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Okay, that'll be $8." Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I
They
guess they
started
don't give
talking
a fuck.
about the
Acknowledge
view
it.
from the window at
Yeah.
Starbucks. They're like, "It's just living, it's a nice view from here."
Yeah.
It was the Anchorage legislative buildings. Like, that's a
Sponsored
nice
by
view.
Wells Fargo.
Sponsored
I
by Wells
Yeah.
Fargo.
can't even afford a government building.
Yeah.
But like, if you went to, because like, if it, like New York, California, and like really places like this where there's just like so many, just it's just an amalgamation of like.
Yeah, I
different
didn't
immigrants.
expect
Yeah.
people to be excited about me in like California.
But if you went to like Idaho, you would literally like they would crown you king of the town. You just
You
get
can
to-
have it.
you can have all the
whole
potatoes.
state.
Yeah, you
It's
could literally
yours.
just own it.
Yeah. So I was
King of
kind,
the
but I was kind of
castle,
thinking
king
like
of the
Alaska's so
castle.
far out that maybe they'd be like, "Oh, you're new, you're
Yeah.
different."
Yeah.
But
And you
You
were
ain't
really
from
putting it on
around
for
these
Starbucks.
parts,
You're like,
boy.
Oh yeah, mate. Can I get a cold
I
brew?
really
Yeah,
fucking
bloody
went all
cheers,
in,
mate.
cold brew,
Yeah, bloody cheers, mate. Well, at least our schools don't.
Thanks.
well, at least our
Well,
cold
at
brews. Yeah, no, it was good. I tried biscuits and gravy. I had sausage and gravy. I had hash.
Don't forget about the carne asada fries.
First thing I got off the plane, Dopix ordered some carne asada fries.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I was thinking about them the entire trip. And I fucking got them, and
man.
oh my god.
They were really
Oh my
good.
god.
Oh my
Oh,
god, they had a
really
big fat
good.
fucking horchata that I dipped my nuts into.
Give
And then we had some
me
Trader
so
Jose's.
fat.
We did have some trader that you fucking cum shotted me with.
Oh yeah, because so
Yeah.
Trader
Whoa.
Jose's, for those who don't know, are like the Trader Joe's versions of coronavirus, or was it Corona beer?
Yeah, they call it Trader Jose.
So we put some lime juice in it.
actually?
Yeah.
I thought that was just a Trader Joe's.
No, they
joke.
actually call it
Yo.
Trader Jose.
That's so funny. Hold on, pause
Yep.
for the
Hold on.
plane.
All the plane people.
If I was on that plane, I would have stabbed whatever Mark Wahlberg says.
What kind of plane is that? You tell us in the comments.
What kind of plane are we on?
It's a twin prop. It's
Yay.
got 4 wings.
It's a big spiggly wonga.
I thought
got a
that you were
huge
going.
bugger.
I thought you were going a self-racist moment on that.
What? Wait,
It
what were,
heard
we
itself in confusion.
what were we talking about? I already forgot.
Oh, American food. Carne
Burger
asada
King?
fries, Trader Jose.
Oh yeah. So we put the lime juice in the Trader Jose's, and then your dumbass was like, "Oh, you have to tip it upside down." You see, like, here's how you do it: you put your finger over the top, you turn it upside down, and then it mixes in the lime juice. And obviously, what happens immediately
went
is the
into,
whole
like,
thing fucking
champagne
wants to
mode.
explode.
Yeah.
So I just stuck my finger and I started spraying dough picks. We got videos for all this shit. Put that
Yeah.
right. Wait,
There.
There it is. Look at that.
there.
Oh.
Put it in
There
front.
it is.
Have it appear every time we
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah, so we. There it is.
But,
Yeah, we're capturing pretty much all of the festivities. So we'll have like a big vlog moment.
a big juicy
with the
vlogger.
4 of us, and that'll be epic. But I
Probably going to
did-
be multiple of them with
That's
the amount
true,
of footage
yeah.
we're getting.
Yeah, and we're doing like a bunch of other stuff. We're doing like just
We
you know,
got some
like little
videos,
bits. I mean, who
little
knows? Maybe
bits,
some
little
of it might be
sketches.
out by now. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. But I do want to talk about our Airbnb that we booked.
Oh, that's what the other story was.
Yeah, so
Mm.
Major B.
so we booked this Airbnb, and like from
Me and Doplex did. James was gonna stay here and suckle on Andrew's teat,
yeah.
and we were gonna we booked an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So we could have like our own like home base.
Yeah, we kind of
To
left
shit
it a
and
bit
piss and
late. We were
shower.
looking at one that looked alright, and then like 2 days later it was gone. So we
Yeah.
eventually just went for whatever was available.
Yeah.
And Doplex found one that looked good enough.
Real quick, here's the picture of it. All right.
Yeah.
Here's the picture of what was on Airbnb. Okay, and then we'll get to it. Continue.
No, you do. So we rock up to this place. Andrew's like, "Oh, I delivered Grubhub here and I got shot at," which was a good start.
I got a hand
There's
job by
like
that dumpster.
dozens of mattresses just like next to a dumpster.
Yeah,
and one
there was-
crackhead.
There was like
Two crackheads.
No, there's two
crackheads.
Two crackheads.
And we
One crackhead. Two crackheads.
we pull up, hop out at the after party, and then there was like
crackheads.
there's like smashed glass on the ground and
Yeah.
like Q-tips with one end burnt, and I still
Yeah.
cannot figure out how you
I'm
work
Let
sure
us
it.
know in the comments what that means.
Yeah. What does it mean when people burn one end of Q-tips and the other ends are
I
cut
kind
out?
of thought Doplex would know, and he
Honestly,
let us
if I
down.
had to guess, just like based off the context with like within that area, I'd say it's like clean crack pipes.
Oh, this one,
That's-
yeah, I reckon it was
yeah.
probably
That's-
something to do with. I don't know why it was all burnt and like missing the foam on.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that, or you cook the crack, you dunk it, and then you like
eat it.
You
The Dunkaroo.
You get it
Yeah.
all the way to your brain immediately. With
Yeah.
the-
Oh,
with the
maybe,
fucking Q-tip.
honestly.
You
Like
give yourself a
COVID test
test.
crack.
So that's already off to
Thanks, Reagan.
off to a great start already. But it's this like hotel looking ass thing where it's like, you know, there's like the front facing.
It looks like
doors.
Twin Peaks.
It was
Yeah.
very Twin Peaks actually. But we walk up to the thing and there's like we don't have to. Thankfully, we didn't have to like interface with anyone.
Yeah.
We just had to like put the code in on the thing, which put the code up here in case anyone wants
In
it.
case anyone wants
And
to
here's
break
the
in.
Who wants
address.
a free place to stay in Anchorage?
And we get in, and immediately, fucking.
It's like overwhelmingly. It's a very pungent cigarette smell smoke, but
Yeah.
not just like somebody like smoking nearby.
Not like a fresh smell. Not
It's
like
like-
because someone had a diary in
Yeah,
here.
it's like
10 minutes
somebody
ago.
had no means of ventilation in this room.
Yeah.
Closed all the doors and windows and just like set out a coffee table and lit the entire thing
Yeah.
with just cigarette and tobacco.
There's like generations of people that
Yeah,
smoke
yeah,
in that
it's
place.
like 40
Yeah.
years of cigarette
That
smoke.
500-pound woman that you sat next to
Yeah.
probably just sat there, chain smoked cigarettes, staring into space.
Staring at the
That-
wall.
Just real NPC behavior.
But like carbonated cigarettes,
Yeah.
and then she farted it all out, all
Farted
over
it all out.
Duplex's left
Yeah.
leg.
But
But it literally smelled like my grandpa, R.I.P. Love you, Grandpa Garrett, who smoked menthol cigarettes for 70 years up until the day he died in hospice, where his brain barely functioned anymore. Like
damn.
it smelled like his hospice room, which was just menthol cigarettes
Right.
and,
Yeah,
death,
sure.
and
Yeah.
death.
And death.
And
Yeah.
mildew, because it smelled like fucking mildew too.
It did.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
and so we got and like immediately I'm getting like a headache. My throat's starting to like
Same.
hurt. from
There's
being
no
there
AC
from, like,
in that
5
place either,
minutes.
or like any kind of air
It was
really.
one of the, it was one
Yeah.
of
So
those
it's
like
just
really
hot.
shitty ACs, like aftermarket ones they put in hotels where it's just like built into a wall.
Yeah.
It's just like a little white thing built into where the window
A
is.
little air purifier.
It was really
thing.
dark and it just I mean it was really just meant to be a base of like we weren't gonna hang out there.
Yeah.
Obviously we're hanging out here mostly. It was more
Right.
like the night's
Sleep.
over, we'll nip over there, fucking crash, and then come back the next morning.
But just
we-
existing in there was hard. Like
yeah,
just
I just
being in there
it
was
was,
tough.
genuinely I was feeling sick. My throat was feeling raw, and
Yeah.
you were feeling like especially bad. And we were
Yeah.
like, we're like, fuck this. I'd rather like even if we can't get a refund, I'd rather just sleep on the floor at Andrew's place
Yeah.
than like have to deal with whatever like 100 diseases I'm getting.
Yeah.
Sleepover moment.
So we did that.
Sleepover.
We requested. We requested
A refund.
a refund.
Because the bed that camera
Camera
stopped
just
recording.
stopped.
I don't know if you want to hit it. The bed sheets were stained yellow. The bed sheets.
The bed sheets.
The bed sheets.
Bed sheets.
How many
The
bed
bed-
sheets you know roll like this?
Who you know yellower than those bed sheets? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all
You
know
know
where
where
the
I'm
bed
lyrically
sheets
at.
at. So the bed sheets were stained yellow. The fucking shower. Okay, here's the thing. I have like a very very
Small
sharp
penis.
fear of like gross showers.
Oh, yeah.
Like if the fucking drain is like stained in black mold and like there's like rusty pieces. The shower was fucking foul, and then the shower curtains were also stained yellow. So that means
Yeah.
somebody was smoking cigarettes in the shower of all places.
Well,
and then there
that
was
is
like
a vibe.
exposed wood. There was like a shelf with like a nail sticking out of it. And also, here's the thing. Like I've said this a million times. I used to live in Mexico, and I've stayed in some pretty sketchy places. And being in that room brought me right back to that moment. Like
This.
Yeah.
I legitimately
This.
felt like,
This.
no, we're gonna fucking die here. So
Yeah.
we got a refund, and it's epic.
But
He
hold
felt
on.
a disturbance in the
There were
force.
so many levels of trying to get this refund, and at one point, this bitch that owned the place sent just some. She said she just
sent
Hey, she
someone
sent
out
a
there.
goon.
who
Yeah.
fucking went there and walked in, and she's like, he literally smells no fucking
He
smell.
smells nothing.
I literally just had someone fucking leave there an hour before you fucking showed up, and it's like, we have 5. Why would someone fly 10,000
Yeah.
miles
to this
and then be
little
like,
studio
I don't
apartment."
want shelter?
I would rather sleep in the streets than your cigarette room, madam.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it's
She's just like,
ridiculous.
The
He's
streets.
fucking lying.
I love the idea of her just sitting this big pink bald goon.
Yeah, who's smoking probably?
Oh, I don't smell nothing here, boss.
Yeah, no, they're
Ripping
lying.
fucking
Just ripping
Yeah.
yeah. just like, I don't smell
I don't smell
anything.
any cigarette smoke. They're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
There's
know why
also
they're
like
British.
shelves in the closet where they drilled, which these screws were doing nothing.
Yeah,
They drilled.
they were just randomly placed. They were actually
corner
drilling
caddied
anything.
a shelf in and drilled like into the wall, and then there was just nails sticking through the bottom of the shelves. There was shit in the toilet, not actual shit,
yeah,
but
there was
there were
like
shit
shit
smears in the toilet.
We did joke
The
about
fucking-
leaving like
there
a
was
big
dried
log and not
cum.
flushing.
Yeah, there was dried cum on the side of the fucking bathtub.
Oh, that was
the
me.
inside of the bathtub was disgusting.
Yeah. Here's a picture of the bathtub, by the way.
Here's Doplex Photoshop.
The
This.
stove was 6 inches off the wall, so there was probably like rats and fucking
yeah,
bugs
you
back
know
there.
there was.
The fridge was like 6 inches shorter than me and Doplex, which is the smallest fridge I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
And the only positive was they left out a mini can of Pringles, and I got to eat it.
It's James A.
right here.
Yeah,
and then we were like, we should replace that. So we replaced it, and then Andrew stole a sour cream and onion.
No,
one.
we replaced it with one. Like they just had a box of them in the closet.
Yeah, they had all
so
the
we
snacks
didn't
in
go
there.
and buy a replacement.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just finessed a free can of Pringles.
Yeah.
Oh, and I
Two free
stole
cans.
and I stole some sugar.
Hell yeah,
So we just finessed like a whole $3 worth of shit,
yeah.
and then wasted that entire
But they
bitch's
got their
week.
full money back. We bought a fucking air mattress, and
It's
we
lit.
sleeping all together, and it's epic. It's like I'm
epic.
12 again. I'm gonna touch my friends when they sleep.
It did honestly feel like a legit, like last night was epic because we all got really drunk.
Yeah.
And we all played Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And like
watched K-pop
yeah,
videos.
Oh, yeah,
K-pop
yeah.
videos. It felt like a legit sleepover.
It was
Yeah,
epic.
That shit was
Epic.
epic.
We got dude, so James made us some twisted tea.
Oh yeah.
You made some cocktails,
Bartending
and those
moment.
bitches were heckin' strong. They were so good, but fuck, we only had two of them,
yeah.
and I was
I
like,
made them thick.
yeah, you made them thick and juicy.
did
I was
make
fucking,
them
I woke
thick.
up this morning like,
Yeah, we're hitting. I'm gonna make some motherfucking legit ass Long Island iced teas tomorrow for a video that you'll see soon.
you'll see.
It'll
Courtney
be
put it
funny.
right here. The whole
Eventually.
video.
Funny.
Put the entire
Yeah,
video
put
in
the
its
whole
entirety.
video right here.
Funny.
Right here.
So that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun.
But yeah, we're here. We're here.
We're here.
I can't believe it. It doesn't feel real.
I know, it's pretty
Well, I guess it kind of does.
I don't know how you do that.
It sounds like a seagull.
It does.
Yo, guys, listen.
On the beach of Dover, we find a flock of seagulls.
Hold on.
Hold on, take two.
Hold on.
Oh, that was
That
actually
was
good.
good.
That was actually pretty good.
That
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
impressive.
It started off mid, but then it got like really good. That was like really good.
I was doing it before while you guys were talking, and Andrew's like,
What the bitch?
I can't make my throat constrict to make that noise anymore. I used to be able to
it's
do
all
shit
that
like
dick
that.
sucking, man.
Yo, let's
I got
go.
throat control. Yeah, slap him for me.
slap it over.
Yeah, give me
you.
some
There we
of
go.
that. Let me hand it
We
over.
can dap it up IRL.
Touch him. Hey. Any talking points in here that anyone?
Nah,
Short.
Let's hit some fucking questions.
Let's hit some
we have a lot of
questions.
Yeah, we
Right,
got some
good to-
bangers from you guys.
I'm
All
excited.
right, I'm gonna scroll like way up. And
Alright.
We put out the
just
word
go
that we
from
needed
here.
IRL questions, and you guys delivered. So thank you for that. Or
Thank
maybe you
you.
did it. I don't know. We're about to find out.
We're
Maybe
about to
they
find
she'll
out.
suck us.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if there's a bad one in there, we're gonna make fun of you
We're gonna call
for
you
asking a
stinky.
stupid
So,
We're
question.
gonna say you're smelly, and there's nothing you can do about it.
We're
Sorry.
gonna give you the smelly
Big P.
roll in Discord.
Big P
Too bad.
says, also known as Pidge, our pedophilic Discord
Oh,
moderator.
Pitch, I love Pitch. He's so cute.
It just
like-
comes with the trade. It's not his fault.
No,
Um,
that was part of the selection process.
We're really excited for him to get out on parole.
Yeah. God bless.
This is a demand, not a question. 2 of you kiss each other right now, or I will go Joker mode on the entire server.
Me and James have
Shut
already
up.
smooched.
Yeah, we've already kissed, so it can't
What
be
we
us.
could do is we could do like a
4-way kiss.
like a wave of kiss, like like kiss, kiss, kiss.
That means you guys only have to do 1 kisses though, and we both have to do 2 kisses.
Yeah, and me and
That's
James have
gay
already
as hell.
smooched. Yeah,
Well,
What if we do a 4-way
too
kiss
bad.
in the middle?
and I'm not fucking.
I'm not trying to get COVID, so I'm out.
He's out.
I'm tapped out.
Kudos,
fully.
you slept right next to my little toes last night.
You did do that.
I'm transferring toe juice into your
He is
lungs.
I'd rather
transferring
toe
toe
juice than
Are you
bro
afraid
juice.
of being gay, dude?
A little bit.
During Pride
I'm
Month,
alright,
for
I'll like
real?
Really? On Pride Month, you're afraid of kissing your friends?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm about to kiss a Latina.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, let's go.
About to kiss a
I felt the steam. Oh.
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
Pass it the fuck
Pass it
on.
on.
No.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
He wouldn't kiss
Well,
me
at least.
It's
during
scared of
Pride
homes.
months.
Look, all I'm saying is if you aren't secure enough with your love of pussy to be able to platonically kiss man lips, that means that you're probably more gay than us.
Can I tell you the
That's
real?
all
Can
I'm
I tell
saying.
you the real reason?
Yeah, tell us the real reason.
I feel
And
like
my
I'm
voice just
cheating on
went
Emily,
crazy.
and it makes me feel bad.
Oh, that's
That's
actually
a
kind
fucking
of.
lie. He just wants the awes. Don't awe. No, I don't care. It doesn't
It's
matter.
okay. We won't force you to kiss us.
Yeah,
I am actually not joking about that.
No, that's okay. I mean, I'm sure Sabrina will understand me kissing.
No,
James.
she won't.
Nicholas with the fake
Sorry.
name.
Doplex
Sorry,
is not going to
Sabrina.
show up to the next
Yeah,
episode.
can
What
we-
happened to
Can
him?
we get an
Couple names.
RIP Doplex and Sabrina's relationship?
Yeah, but
like photo montage set to
make
like
make a Windows Movie Maker montage of pictures of them set
Sit
to
to
in the
Adele,
arms
hello.
of an angel. Or hello.
Hello.
Nick Rish.
Licorice pizza.
Nicholas with a fake name asks, you have to choose a country to travel to together. Can't be Canada, another state of the
Alaska.
or can't be Canada, another state of the U.S. or boring Europe countries.
So
Zealand
that's
or
the whole
Japan?
fucking
Define
New
boring.
Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah,
I think we've all agreed
Alaska
on
on that already.
We're here.
Idaho.
We're here.
Oh yeah. Well then, we did. We did.
We did it.
It's done.
I'm gonna say New Zealand or
yeah, New Zealand.
Japan. Japan.
Yeah.
would be
Oh,
epic.
Japan.
Japan would be cool.
Japan would be
With
cool.
3.5
I don't really
white
like
guys,
in
what did you
Japan.
expect?
I'm not really I'm not a
So-
huge Japan guy,
You're not a huge weed.
but I'd go. It'd be
You're not into
fun.
Asian.
If you got there, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Dragoon asks, what's the game purchase you have regretted the most ever?
Ever.
Ever.
Probably like the 400 games on Steam I've never played once. I don't remember
during
buying.
the Steam sale.
But I guess I have this weird. My dad, like every now and then, we just go into town and randomly, I guess he'd be like, "Oh, do you want a game?" And you're like, "Yeah." You know, like outside of birthdays and shit. And one time, I was just looking at this. I didn't even want it. I was just like at GameStop or EB Games or whatever, just holding this Shrek. It was called Shrek Super Party. It wasn't a piece of shit game, but I didn't like have
Yo,
many.
careful what you say because that's one of Sabrina's favorite.
No, I know. I
Yeah,
liked it. I like the game. Here's the-
it.
But here's the thing, I used to see my dad on the weekends in a different town. I didn't know anyone in that town, so I didn't really have any friends to play it with. So I just had this party game with no friends to party
I
with.
guess, yeah, that's
Okay, that makes
but it was
sense,
just,
yeah.
but like I was just holding it, looking at it. I didn't even want it. I was just like, oh, what is this? And Dad was like, oh, I can get that for you if you want. And I think I was just like, he's offering to buy. I didn't want to like push it and be like, no, get me this one over here instead. I was
Yeah.
just like, I'll take it. A free
video
game.
Yes,
Yes, please.
Please.
Take it
And then I literally just played the mini games like by myself, and it was okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
Did you ever get that vibe where it's like, I have a couple friends like with divorced parents, and it was like the first few years is like they'll literally just get or do anything you want when you're with them, so that they like love you.
Kind of.
You
I
love
had
them
when I was
the
quite
most.
young, like very young, so I
Yeah.
don't entirely remember all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
there was a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
That's
that
epic, though.
was that.
All the Shrek games slapped hard as shit. Actually, I don't really know any after that game and the Shrek, like the first two Shrek to movie games,
Yeah.
but those are all epic.
Did you guys ever play Shrek Super Slam? It was
That's
very
like the-
similar to
Sounds like a breakfast
Tom
at
and Jerry
Jenny's.
War of the Whiskers, which was another. It was a Tom and Jerry.
You lost me on that
In,
reference.
it was on the PlayStation 2.
Everyone knows the classic game
Yeah.
Tom and
Tom
Jerry
and
War of the
Jerry
Whiskers.
Popular.
Everybody knows this. I played it with a buddy all the time, and I've never. To be fair, as you just said, I've never
Which
really
buddy?
met anybody who's met this before. Met this.
Which
who-
buddy?
It was a buddy from when I was
What's his name?
a little man. His name was Carson.
Jesus Christ.
Call me.
He likes algebra. Babe, when you get out of algebra,
Go play War with the Whiskers with me.
Oh, the whiskers.
Well, at least my girlfriend's in algebra.
we're in algebra too.
It was just basically
so
you picked
hot.
a character from
hot.
Shrek, and it was a little arena type fighter, and you could get like little items and smash. It was just you just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I watched the gameplay of that.
It's
I've never played
it was
myself,
pretty
but-
fun. I liked
yeah.
War of the Whiskers more
I
because it
think
was
Philip
funnier.
DeFranco did a let's play of that.
My favorite
I
Philly
think
D Let's
Binging with
Play.
Babish did a really good, really good.
He made some of the
long
dishes
play
from
of
War
it.
of the Whiskers.
Yeah. I think.
I'm surprised there isn't a
Wait,
gaming
did you
with
say yours?
Babish.
I haven't said the game. I don't know. I
have
don't
any?
buy too many games.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of is back when I ran my super secret gaming channel.
Link right here.
We bought a couple to review, and the worst one by far that we ever got was fucking Call of Duty World War II.
Fuck that game.
That game sucked.
That game sucks shit.
It's just not
I
fun.
made a review of that. Too.
Wait, which one we talking?
The one that came out in 2017, yeah.
It was like they're really,
right.
really cheap.
I thought you meant 5 for a
thrown
second. I was like,
together
wow,
return
5
to-
is cool.
No, World at War. No, it was like they were trying to capitalize. We haven't done World War II in like a decade because that's
Yeah.
everyone's favorite shooter of anything to do. And then they did a really cheap, just one year turnaround shit show of trying to get. It was so bad.
It was terrible.
But yeah, no, that game fucking sucked. My worst game purchase was I had like a little gambling addiction when I got my first job, and I spent.
Thanks, Macklemore.
Yeah, I
feel like most people do get into that.
Yeah.
Like when they finally get money.
So my gambling addiction was to Madden Ultimate Team, where you like buy those packs that you shouldn't be able to sell to children. And like try to get the best card, and there's a whole auction market and shit like this, and you try to build a team composed of all these rare like Pokemon cards, and then if your team is like a better overall, you play.
Who's got the biggest black guy?
It's like fun, but like
Got that.
nah, keep it in.
Cody played that entire thing, but leave our reactions in.
Yeah, so I was on the quest to unlock the largest black man. and I almost won the quest after spending
That's what's on the back of the box.
one black man to rule them all. So I spent obviously it's my first job. I didn't have really anything to pay for at that time, but like still, I spent close to $600 in a few months on this.
Holy shit.
Plus the
damn.
purchase price of the game. So I spent close to $700 just like building this Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
And it's nothing because Madden games are so poorly made and stupid. My team was so much better than other people, and I was better than them. But all you have to do is find these glitchy like blitz packages and like do all these weird things before the play starts to move your people around, and then your linemen just like fall over and they tackle you and you lose just like every play.
Sure,
So
yeah.
I spent $700 to just lose and rage even harder and punch even deeper holes in my wall because I spent the money to get good.
Yeah, to get dunked on.
But then I sold all of it. Luckily, so that is definitely my worst purchase. But luckily, I sold all of it on eBay to some other fucking stupid ass bitch.
Okay.
And I had to list it as like a paperclip plus a Madden Ultimate Team.
Oh,
Because
right.
it's against their terms of service to
Yeah.
buy other people's accounts.
yeah.
And or no, he bought it and he just trusted me to give him all the players in the game, like trade them, which is luckily I'm not a scumbag, so he got them. But he paid me like $750, so I technically made a profit.
That's sick.
Let's
But
go.
it was
pretty good.
Yeah, fuck that.
I know people have wasted like so much money on like the FIFA games, especially. Cause
No, yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Those are more
fun.
popular back home. But
Yeah.
I know one dude who's like, he's got that like rich Asian exchange student vibe, where his like parents just pay like. I mean, he got so much money. He had a girlfriend. He gave her an allowance as well.
What the fuck?
It's just one of those things.
That's
where,
a
like,
weird relationship.
Dude,
I
getting
don't know.
second-hand allowance
Yeah.
from some that would
That's
I don't know
fucking
if that would make me
Yeah.
feel so weird.
Yeah.
like
He's
so
$10
much
a
money
week.
too.
Go get some candy.
Yeah. He was a super cool dude, but
That wasn't an Asian accent. I was just
That was just an
making
accent.
noises.
Oh, to finish my story, I knew I got that dude anyway with his his rich parent money. He spent like thousands of dollars on FIFA trying to get like fucking Ronaldo and shit, and never did.
It really makes no difference, and there's so many other aspects of the game that you can play. Like you can make seasons and leagues where you can just play through all that. You can make like a my player and then play online with them. You can just play with the real rosters and play. Like. It literally like it's straight up there's nothing like practical about it where it's like I can't wait to get my team better. It's literally just like people that can't help but spend money. Like there's no actual practical reason to playing Ultimate Team at all. It's just like
it's just for the flick.
It's just like suffocating whales that can't help but spend money. It's really fucked.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And then they're yearly games and you can't transfer your players usually.
No, not at all. That's the whole point. You build up your players, so you put tons of time into my players, you put tons of money into my ultimate team, and then they spit in your face and put out the new game, and if like 40 or 50% of the population migrates, that game's dead immediately.
Yeah.
And now they didn't used to do this the last couple years. Within 2 years, they turn the servers off, and they don't let you even ever access any of that shit again, any of the online stuff, because it's how they because if they didn't have that and you could go online, you could like steal their currency, like points and VC and stuff.
Gotcha.
So like in 2 years, all of that money and time you spent, like you can't even go back for nostalgia's sake, even if there's no one online. It blocks the whole content.
That's so fun because like when you play something like World of Warcraft or an MMO, you spend fuckloads of time on that game, but kind of with this like unwritten understanding that like it's always gonna my character's always gonna be here. I mean. Given the state, like eventually the game will die. Hopefully in like 30 years, but up until then, you can keep playing it. But then that's literally like, in 2 years, it's gone. Fuck it.
It should be fucking illegal. It's like ridiculous.
It's not even like Magic cards or something where you have like that. You have them. You physically have them. Even if they rotate at a standard. There's other formats you can play them with, but like. Even if they somehow were made completely banned in all formats, which does happen, you still have them. Like you could, some people might buy them for the meme or like because they're a collector and they want this banned card or something.
Yeah.
Is there a reason they don't just do like
the most expensive black man card?
Right. Yeah. Is there a reason they don't just do like FIFA as like downloadable patches every year?
No. It's because
they can sell a whole new game to you.
It's because they can.
Why?
They can because people. All that matters is where the most players are. Because it's like, you could go to a basketball court. If there's no one there, you can't play basketball.
Right.
If there's people there, you can play basketball. So if they can get the majority to migrate, then you have no choice but to migrate. You can't find games anymore. The servers get worse. The lag gets worse.
It's like Apple making their phones get shitty over time.
Yeah,
They're like
building up.
up.
It's like Apple
exactly
releasing new phones every fucking year and having these new plans where you can just buy into every next phone. And that's your whole contract. It's a never-ending contract. It's because people will, and if they do, other people want to.
Yeah.
The other thing as well is that, like, for a regular gamer, that might seem like a silly prospect, but like a lot of people who play these sports games, like that's all they play. They just play.
That's a huge point that I make in this next video is that 11% of the video game market, which is like $100 billion industry, hundreds of billions of dollars, 11% of that is sports titles.
Yeah.
And like mainstream sports titles, not even including more arcade style stuff.
Yeah.
And those are the most dynamically what's it called when you're like alone?
Brian.
Executed?
Isolated.
There it is. I don't know how you got that from that, but thank you.
What's it called when you're alone?
They're like the most dynamically isolated like purchase group. So like if sports games disappeared, they wouldn't buy consoles, they wouldn't buy other games.
Yeah.
Nothing matters to them, which makes sense. Some people just want to come home and play with LeBron against Kevin Durant. That's it.
Yeah.
And if you take sports games away, that's 11% of the market that will not like go on to other things.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to no one else, but like all they want to do is play a game, and people, the people making it 2K and EA know that. So it's like we can literally do whatever they want, and they want to play a sports game with people they recognize. So whatever they have to do that, they will.
Yeah. And even like dropping several $100 on in-game currency, if that's the only game you play, that doesn't seem too ridiculous when you think about how many games we might buy throughout the year. $60 games.
Yeah.
10 $60 games, which is about one a month, give or take. I think that's like vaguely a reasonable amount for a real gamer to play.
Yeah.
But
so then
you'll
dropping
have 10
600
of those, you'll have 10 games forever.
Yeah. It's well, in my opinion, objectively better. But like you say, if all you want to do is play, 2K, $600, spread out over a year doesn't feel as painful.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
feel as painful if it was a 2, 3, 4 year cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you actually
That's true,
if you got the money's worth, but yeah, I could just
Because-
I could see rationalizing that if I was into
I agree. That is a good point. But like, there's no game genre that makes less sense to do yearly releases in than sports.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
new player gets drafted, patch them into the game. Free agent gets signed, patch them into the game. Someone
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
injured, patch the game.
Yeah.
They need new sweat textures, patch the game.
Yeah, you literally could just have like an
Patch the
MMO that just goes forever, like
You-
the 2K MMO.
Until you can upgrade something like a game system or the graphics are so out of like it really makes absolutely no
Yeah.
sense to do anything but just patch the game. But obviously we've explained why. But it's
Yeah.
just crazy that literally Call of Duty yearly makes more sense than sports games. It's
Yeah.
the least
It's
sensible
just
one
interesting
to
with all
do
these
it.
live
Yeah.
service games that's not
Yeah.
one of them at
Yeah,
this
I
point.
know.
But
You would think they'd be able to figure out a long-term model where like a GTA thing where GTA sold a game 7 years ago that's still the most fucking fiscally successful game
9
every
years
fucking
ago.
quarter.
I guess the problem though is like you crack LeBron, you get the LeBron card. I don't even know if that's how
Yeah.
2K works, but you get the super rare player, you get Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You probably just check out. You're like, oh well, fuck it, I've got him.
Yeah.
I'm done. And then she just don't. Whereas
For me, it was never enough. I had like all the best players in the game. I'd still crack packs.
yeah, I think I've heard it's starting to become like a real issue in like the UK and stuff because of like
They banned it in like the Nordic countries.
they've
You can't do
yeah,
that shit.
which is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're starting to make it. So I think that new Diablo game might be banned in like the Netherlands as well because it's so like predatory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But-
I was watching Critical talk about that game,
Yeah.
and there's an article written. Apparently, in order to like through the microtransactions to like completely max
Yeah, to
out
get
everything,
full best. It's
it's like $100,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesus
Ye-
Christ.
Like if you want to have full best in
$100,000.
slot gear with all the best gyms, all maxed out, 5-star everything.
Yeah.
about 100
It's
grand.
like the craziest
That
microtransactions
sucks.
I've
It's
ever
so
seen.
bad.
Diablo's been like a
Insane.
pillar of that genre of video game
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like 20 years.
It's,
Yeah.
it's so fucked too because apparently it's a fun game. Like it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
But I mean, as with all these shitty predatory microtransaction things, the first like 40 hours is pristine, amazing content you have to pay $1 for,
Yeah.
and then you hit the in game, and then it's like,
Yeah.
cough up,
Yeah.
idiot.
Can we do a thumbnail
I
where
do
it's
want it.
like four
Big
guys.
4 idiots in Alaska discussing Fortnite or whatever that means?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're all like this.
Is Fortnite overrated? No, we're supposed to be looking at each other.
Oh yeah.
Wait, everyone get someone. There's probably one frame.
There's probably
I'm
one
looking at-
usable frame in there.
Yeah.
Extra Jesus-y today.
You are looking very Jesus.
You are looking very
Facts.
Jesus-y
Yeah.
today.
But to answer the original question, I paid $50 to sign up to the Nintendo Online Pass thing for Animal Crossing. The what's
said
it?
it so
Oh,
disappointing.
that-
He's, he's like telling
This
us
is
in the most
genuinely painful.
disappointed
Yeah.
voice ever, just like
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Island,
That,
the
yeah.
Island Boys expansion.
Yeah, the Island Boys. The Island Boy. Yeah. I paid the $50 for that expansion pass, and because I was like, I'm gonna play this forever. I'm so excited for it. Play it for one night. Never touched it. Not because it was bad, because it was genuinely fun. Like I enjoyed it, but I was just like, I think Elden Ring came out like within that same week or something. I
Yeah.
don't remember. Something came out.
If it was February, yeah.
Yeah, and then I just like I stopped playing it. I never went back to it, and like I still think like $50 in the grand scheme of things isn't terrible, but like still I still regret it. In my
Yeah,
head.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
It's like,
shouldn't
fuck, I
have done
could've-
that. That was just a dumb waste of
So
money.
many carne asada fries.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really all I can think of. Cause like in the hype of me like trying out new games, I was working at Gamestop, and the cool thing about as much as I fucking hate GameStop, and I hope every one of those buildings burn down, and everybody in it dies.
That's a fucking threat.
Yeah.
That's a fucking threat.
That's a threat.
I'm fucking threatening
I'm
it.
threatening it. The cool thing about working there is you get to rent games like for free. So like if a game comes out, you can just rent it, take it home, and try it out.
Yeah, but Courtney did that all the time when she worked there. It was
Yeah,
super
which is
fun.
epic. Yeah, because like, you see a game that catches your eye, you don't have to pay $1 for it. You take it home for as long as you want, and then you just bring it back whenever you want. So I feel like I got to try a lot of games for free.
Yeah, they probably
Yeah.
won
That's
otherwise.
awesome.
Yeah.
So that was epic.
I remember my dad got a original Xbox modded by some. Like I don't even know how he found some guy that did it because this is like in fucking small ass New Zealand town.
Yeah.
But he got it modded, and what it meant is it made the hard drive space fucking massive. And
Interesting.
what would happen is you just put the disc in and you would write it to the hard drive. And then you just
Yeah.
had the games. So every weekend you'd be like, oh, do you want to rent a new game? We'd go rent a game, fucking slap it on the hard drive. Now we just have it.
Dude, that's
forever.
fucking awesome.
Which is
Yeah.
like so fucking
Shout the fuck out.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Although I felt really bad for some reason. No other game did this. Maybe both because they were like EA games, but Dad really liked Need for Speed. It's like the only game he really played, just like racing games.
Need for Speed in that era was so great.
But he like was close to like finishing like the whole campaign or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got this shitty like Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets game. And for some reason they shared the same like name on the or like because it wasn't the names. All the other games had like their full name when you selected it.
It was like MVI one.
Yeah, it was like some fucking just string of letters and numbers, and they were exactly the same. So when we put Harry Potter on it, overwrote
That's
Need for Speed, and Dad lost everything. And he wasn't mad at me or anything, but it was like the one game he played, and it was kind of fun watching him. And then he just like never played games after that, and it was kind of like, oh man, just so I played this
That
like
hurts.
for this piece of shit Harry Potter game I played like twice.
And then you go into the Harry Potter game and like something's wrong and it's like playing like disco trap, like fucking
Need for Potter.
He gets run over by a car.
yeah, like Harry has like a cholo accent.
The game's fused. It's like,
Dobix, can you give us a Cholo casting Expelliarmus?
wait, what is it? Casto Expelliarmus?
No, he just says Expelliarmus.
Okay. Evato Expelliarmus!
Oh,
Wacky's pee-pee.
Gioby 8 Joe's No Hose says, who do you think is circumcised and not circumcised?
We already know this.
Come
already
on,
talked about
Gioby.
These motherfuckers
Sorry,
ain't
Gioby.
circumcised. These motherfuckers is circumcised.
Is circumcised.
He's half circumcised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James,
they
James's
fucked
one,
it
James's
up.
one got done on an angle.
I think the fucking Monsignor just bit my dick.
No, they used
He
those fucking...
sneezed when he was doing it. He was like,
Yeah.
"Achoo!"
Yeah, no, they use those scissors that you get in grade school that have like little shapes in them. They cut like squiggles or like for construction paper.
I made a tweet about that like months ago. Yeah.
James's dick got cut by that fucking the bamboo cutting mini game in Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah.
Zing, fucking
Square, triangle,
sideways.
triangle, circle.
I actually love that mini game.
Yeah, me
it
too.
felt
It's so
really
much fun.
satisfying doing
Yeah,
it properly.
it
But
was
anyway,
really
that's what they did. They got James on
Yeah.
the fucking 45 degree.
If
They missed the
Slippy,
circle.
Slippy Dong Bean says, if you could add another patty to the Beef Boys burger, who would it be, alive or dead?
We literally talked
Oh.
about that the other day. We wanted to talk. I would want to hang out with Alexander the Grey and just be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I think he means like a permanent.
Yeah, like a permanent
member.
Yeah.
fixture.
Like a fifth
Yeah.
beef boy.
Yeah, I reckon
It
he'd have some yarns.
It would be so fucking cool to get like it's one of our heroes or some shit. But four's a motherfucking perfect thing going on.
Yeah.
But if we had to, it's hard. Even your favorite people you might not have chemistry with, but I would go Peach.
I would also say Peach.
Peach-
Yeah.
Every episode
Peach would be
we've
the
filmed with
perfect
her
addition.
has been
a
like
good yarn.
it just it's been super fun. She
Yeah.
clicks with all of us super well. That would probably be my choice.
100
Yeah,
emoji.
Peach epic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any of our
like
guests really.
Genghis Khan or Flagstaff asks, would you guys ever consider doing the podcast live and just telling Andrew to cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks?
No.
Andrew, bro, Andrew.
No.
I will never.
Andrew, look at me. You
Fucking
Hi, welcome to MTV
Also,
Racism.
I'm Bam
Racism
Margera,
Unplugged.
and this is called Being
racist
Racist.
on a podcast.
This is called Starting a Podcast with 3 white men. Real answer, we would do live shows, but probably not live streams. Well, like
Yeah.
maybe we'd hang out on a stream, but we wouldn't like
Yeah.
record beef
No, yeah,
live.
one day Beef will tour. That would be lit.
I would
I'll do
love
that. I'd
to do
about it.
that. That'd be so fucking
Yeah,
fun.
live streams. We do a lot of editing and we like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also gives us the freedom to just like say whatever,
Yeah.
knowing it can get cut out.
This is a bit more of a show
Yeah.
than it is a podcast, and that's
Yeah.
kind of the way we like it. So maybe one day we'll have a live stream element to the channel or something, but I don't know if we do the Beef Boys experience
Yeah.
live with a Jamie.
Outside of like a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but a tour would be would be
Tour
very
would be
lit.
so fucking fun.
Well, we talked about doing the fucking N-words in Paris on that stage with the same editing.
Oh yeah, we just said that last night. Yeah.
The N-words in Paris.
After,
music
after
video.
James rapped the
Yeah.
whole song with every word
Yeah,
included.
no, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
bleep any of them. We'll do that for episode 100. So you guys have like 40 weeks to like blow us up to the point that
Yeah,
we're
we
the
could
size
do-
of Kanye and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Who you know
So-
fresher than Beef Boys? Riddle me that.
Riddle me that.
Riddle me that. So start telling your friends.
Gway Walwind, Gway Walden, 37 says, if you had to live the rest of your natural life inside any fictional world, which world would you choose? You can't choose Star Wars or Middle Earth.
Breaking Bad.
Bring it back.
Why would you pick that?
Let's move to
I want
Albuquerque.
New Mexico, bro.
That's just New Mexico.
Can I be the pizza?
Oh dear God, no!
Can I be the pizza?
The piss.
I think Skyrim. I mean, this is a basic bitch answer, but Skyrim would be super fun.
Yeah. Skyrim.
Tamriel, you freaking idiot.
Probably Family Guy. Yeah.
Family Guy. Family Guy.
Family
That's
Guy
hard.
would be
Yeah, that's a
funny as
difficult.
hell.
Probably something with magic. Harry Potter's the obvious answer. Just being out. I mean, it could be real. We don't know. We could all be. We're all muggles.
Yeah, we are. It's as far as
Harry Potter if I didn't want to die. World of Warcraft if I did.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could be a fucking wizard, then Harry Potter. But
You're probably gonna be some like like if you're in like
yeah, with our luck, we
Lord of
just
the Rings
be-
or whatever. You would just be like some fucking peasant who gets like killed by orcs in like, the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes.
probably, I guess Dune would be cool. Cause
Oh,
it's
that
like-
would be cool.
I haven't even seen it yet, which I regret.
Or
I just
Reddit.
don't know why. I just don't keep
I just like the
watching it.
name.
No, but like it just like it seems epic. I've always wanted to be in like a little clan at the end of the world or something, or like Mad Max would be kind of chill or something.
Yeah.
Just like fighting
That
for
makes
your
me
life,
awful.
fighting for your life at every moment, but like with like homies.
Honestly,
Notoriously
I've kinda
chill
always
Mad
wanted
Max.
I'd say RuPaul's Drag Race. No, I'd say
who would you be?
The fictional world of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I like when the
I wish-
I like when the cars go fast.
I wish gay people were real.
I'd have to say it's funny 'cause I was just thinking about this other fucking day. And
I know I
already-
had one.
Yeah,
'cause
and
I
I
saw
already
the question,
forgot.
but I forgot it.
Because I remember like telling Sabrina like if there's any fictional world I'd ever want to live in, it would be
You're a pussy.
this one, and I forgot what it was.
Donkey Kong 64.
Donkey Kong 64. I'd have to say probably like Pokemon or something. I feel like
Oh, that's a
That'd be
good one.
fun. That's a good
Because
one.
at some point, everyone has said, "I want to live in Pokemon."
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
no,
you're,
that's a good
10.
one.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
true,
that's
yeah.
definitely that'll probably be like you're gonna get the most updates on that one.
My dude.
Fucking the question just keeps resetting.
Dear Reddit, who agrees with me? And it's like some shitty fucking meme generator. Like,
Yeah.
I want to live in Pokemon and be a 10-year-old and fuck Ashley's mom.
Rusty and Show asks, thinking about your recent Elden Ring video,
Yes.
do each of you have any other favorite multiplayer party co-op games to play? My friend and I are torn between Gang Beasts and WarioWare. WarioWare is
Gang
fucking-
bangs.
Oh,
Gang
WarioWare,
Gang
baby.
Beast
I
is
love
very
WarioWare.
fun.
Gang
I
Beast is
have like
actually
pissed
super
myself
funny.
laughing playing with friends.
Is that no? We play a. Oh, never mind. I thought we were talking about Human Fall Flat.
Oh, Human Fall Flat is also very funny.
Yeah.
Gang Beast is basically like Human Fall Flat, but
Yeah, I
the
get them
object
mixed
is to fight.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one might be Duck Game though. That Adult Swim
Duck Game
2D.
is fucking
It's
epic.
such a
I
fun
love
game.
Duck
It's so
Game.
fast
It's
paced.
so good. Yeah,
It's
we
such
gotta
a
play
fun.
Duck
I
Game.
have it on my PlayStation.
Yes, we gotta play it.
So-
Is that where you snipe people?
no, it's
You can snipe
you
people.
can.
I don't know what Duck Game is.
It's imagine like Worms, but like you're ducks and you're
Oh,
running
and I am
around like the
imagining
little. It's kind of like Worms and Super Smash Brothers had a baby, but
Oh,
you're playing as like
interesting.
ducks
That
and you're like.
sounds insane.
But instead of like Worms, you can only like hop, but in Duck
Yeah.
Game you're like fucking.
And it's
flying
turn based.
around.
Duck Duck Game is like all at the
Free
same
for
time.
all.
You're just
Yeah.
running around trying
Yeah.
to shoot everybody's duck.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really good. It's very
Okay.
good. party game.
Worms
yeah.
is also a pretty good answer.
Yeah,
I
Worms
love
is epic.
Worms.
Worms is fun, like the old
epic.
2D ones, not the
Yeah.
3D ones.
Mine's
I like the
definitely-
3D ones. The 3D ones make me laugh.
3D ones are
They're
funny.
so cursed.
Yeah.
make me laugh.
make me poop.
Mine's probably
Minecraft.
Halo 3.
Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
I'd say
Minecraft
three.
does go hard if you
Yeah,
get the
Minecraft
right.
does
No,
go
yeah.
hard.
If you get the right mix of people and everyone's down to like
I like
build
Halo
cool
3
shit.
for the same reason people would like Minecraft.
Just do it
because-
Forge mode.
Mm.
Yeah, I would always just build maps and then get as many of my friends as possible on it, or download the maps from the share and shit.
Yeah.
And we just play custom games all night long, or like have people come over and 4-player the fucking campaigns on Legendaries.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Literally, if I could do anything, like in heaven, if I had to do something, you get one thing to do for eternity, it would just be that.
Yeah.
We used to do Halo 3 Forge, and what's the big empty map? Anvil?
Sandbox.
Is it Sandbox? What's just the big
Well, there's Foundry and then there's Sandbox.
Foundry.
Yeah.
We'd play in Foundry, and we'd each get a corner, and we got to build. We built forts,
Yeah.
and then like we spent like an hour building forts, and it's like, all right, now fight, and then we had to
Yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
infiltrate each other's shit.
We did that too.
so cool.
Yeah,
That's what
this was
Fortnite could have been.
Yeah.
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 We did this shit on Halo Reach on the big they just had a Forge world. It was like this multi-terrain, just like huge
Yeah.
map that was completely empty. And we would actually play this game mode in Forge where we'd build a map, you'd build all the shit that you want and everything, and then like everyone else would you would have to play as the player instead of the little robot that can do shit. And you just like, you get guns and stuff and Spartan lasers so you can kind of shoot the robots. And on this huge map that's like beaches and mountains and rocks and spires, you just have to run around and try to get from one end to the other without vehicles. And one person gets to stay as the Forge robot and use these gigantic rock spires. And if you back up your camera far enough, you can move shit really fast. Yeah. And they just chase they just chase them around and try and smash them with giant rocks.
That's awesome.
And it's the funniest game. I don't know how we came up with it, but it's fucking hilarious. That's cool.
That and
it's so fun.
What's the sand level in Halo 3?
Sandbox.
No, is that what just?
Well, there's Sand Trap, but then Sandbox is like the iconic. It's the last DLC, the biggest Forge map that most of the games are on.
Which is the one that has the elephants in it?
That's Sand Trap.
Sand Trap
built into the game.
We used to play zombies on Sand Trap.
Yeah, zombies on Sand Trap is iconic.
That shit's so fucking good.
Yeah,
that's another good one. Yes, that's a great game actually. Yeah, that or any kind of. I'm a sucker for a good co-op game. So it's fun getting together with the boys and play. And then obviously Jackbox. Yeah, easy answer. When you pride yourself on being a
Jackbox in
sort
a room
of
like
humorous,
this, everyone on their phone is really fun.
Yeah, like
definitely.
Just not doing the like quiz, fucking Q&A, trivia ones. Yeah, just the ones like Quiplash where it's like who can write the funniest shit or draw the funniest shit. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's always funny like when you see like a smaller streamer playing Jackbox, and what is it? I think it might be no, it's not Quiplash. Anyway, like when you join in and like you get to draw like your own like little avatar. I remember I joined someone's stream and I drew like the most like realistic, perfectly like carbon copy of Goatsy as my avatar. So like it's funny, you just see me pop in. I was like under like an anonymous, and you just see me pop in this like fucking dude spreading his animal.
And then you report them faving nudity on the stream.
Yeah, Jackbox is great, but for me, I'd say Left 4 Dead is just a great four-player co-op game. I feel like you can't really build team structure like you can in Left 4 Dead because it's like Left 4 Dead is just one of the greatest games ever made, both 1 and 2, mostly 2. But Left 4 Dead is epic.
And Vermintide.
Vermintide's great. They just announced a second one. I saw.
Oh no, so they're doing it. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Were they doing the Warhammer 40k one that's coming out like into this year? Called Darktide.
Yeah, Darktide. That was
okay. Yeah. We should crank there when it comes out though, because it's just Vermintide but set in 40k and set, so it's like sci-fi instead of fantasy.
That'd be fun.
That'd be epic.
Slippy Dong Bean, the king of questions.
Yeah, the king of questions.
Undefeated.
The OGs. He's like one of our first big question askers too.
For a while,
he posted a question in the subreddit, which I checked the other day and realized we haven't been checking it.
This is not the Reddit
also ask
Q&A
questions
anymore.
on the Discord.
Yeah,
join the Discord.
Ask the Discord or
link in our link tree. With our OnlyFans.
Yeah, link in our
Slippy
card.
Dong Bean asks, there's too much hate and negativity going around right now, and I'd like to prompt something positive.
Okay.
Positive.
What's your favourite thing about each of the other Beef Boys? Their videos, personality, sense of humour.
That's wholesome.
Fuck each other up with kindness.
That's wholesome. Wholesome 100, bruv.
That's a really thing. There's not a lot.
It just goes dead silent for like 2 minutes.
To be honest, I don't really
next
like
question.
any of you guys.
That would actually be kind of funny.
I'll start.
No.
Start.
All Star.
I'll start.
Smash
I'll
Mouth.
go around the room. James, I think you're a very funny man, and you make me laugh at a moment's notice. And also, I think you're like really cute and stuff. And like honestly, you're like one of like the best guys I've ever met. Andrew, I think you're really charming, and you have a really good personality, and you're also very
He hit
funny.
me with the good personality.
And you make me laugh really hard.
I'm walking out.
You're really nice as a friend.
And you're also really cute, and like honestly,
Thank
I have like a
you.
little crush on you, but like don't tell anyone. Kudos. I think your accent's like really sexy, and like honestly, like if you would ever go to prom with me, like I think that would make me really happy, and like honestly. No, but I think your videos are epic. All of your videos are epic. You
I
guys
think
are
the
all
problem
very
with this
creative
question
men.
is we all love the same things about each other.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're extremely similar people.
That's true, yeah. And we all see our own, what's the word I'm looking for? Our own
Reflection
pros
in each
in
other's
ourselves,
butt.
to you guys, because like who would surround themselves with total assholes?
Yeah. 'Cause, like Kudos is probably one of the more quick-witted people I've ever met as far as just like a one-liner goes.
Yeah.
James is a very well-articulated person when
That's
it comes
true.
to like explaining something and being very funny while it does it.
That is
And
facts.
Doplex is all like he's got a sound effect or joke for pretty much anything. So
Yeah, Doplex probably.
I love these motherfuckers to death.
Yeah.
Everything about them.
best boys.
Yes.
Best boys ever.
I like Andrew,
Thanks.
and I like James, and I like Doplex.
Yeah.
No, fuck. This thing is so much to say, and also what's already been said.
Yeah, I feel like we compliment
Is-
each other all the time. You know.
Yeah.
But Andrew is just one of the most charismatic people. You can
And
just
also really
fucking
funny
like.
and stuff and like.
You haven't uploaded a video in a wee while, which
It's-
hurts me
it's
because
been a
you can
little
literally just
bit.
flip your camera on, critical style, just fucking speak
Hey,
about some
guys.
dumb shit, and like
Hey, guys.
it would be like an absolute slapper of a video. Like
Yeah.
you'd just be like, "Damn, this man's spitting."
man's
So do that for 10 years, and you'll be as big as critical.
Let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
coming
Just
for his
like him.
throne.
James,
Thank you, baby.
you're one of the whitest kids I know.
I never
This is
watched that
James
channel.
Miller, and
Your impersonation of Bam is unmatched.
Yeah.
No, I think James is like, you can just sit and chat with James for fucking hours about anything.
that
It's
is true.
It's such a
You
like.
can actually do that.
If he catches you in
You can do
Discord,
it on Patreon.
no, you can't.
You can pay to do it. Pay us
I don't have
lots
to
of
pay
money and
shit.
James will
Yeah.
talk to you.
If James
Yeah.
snipes you while you're just sitting in a VC, you'd be like, "Well, I'm just chatting with James for hours because
Yeah.
there's nothing else I'd rather.
Thanks.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be."
Thanks.
That is true. I remember one time, it was when I uploaded my honeycomb video and like it wasn't exporting. James stayed up all night with me, and like it was the easiest fucking all nighter ever.
Yeah,
this
just
man,
being
this
chill.
man can keep a conversation.
Thank
Let me
On
tell you.
top of
And-
that, your ability. What? No,
I was
you
just,
go.
I was just gonna say, and it's not in a like. Some people I know who will talk to you for hours
right, yeah,
and
yeah.
not let you talk. You talk. It's a real conversation.
conversation.
Yeah.
It's a funny
It's a
conversation.
two-way street.
Two-way
Yeah.
street.
But they're driving on the right side of the road.
yeah, because we in
exactly.
America.
No, not the right side. Wait, no.
White
Get
side of the road.
Foreigner.
The libs kind of got fucked when conservatives named themselves right.
No, yeah, they did.
That's good branding.
Yeah.
Anyway, on top of that, your ability to fucking coalesce ideas into words. Like when you get spitting on something that you like know a lot about, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know shit about English. Because James
That
just
is true.
Like you condense ideas into fucking amazing things and then slap fart reverbs over it just
for flavor.
just to rug pull it.
Yeah.
The
Listening to
contrast.
James-
the contrast is immaculate.
String a sentence together for the rest of the fucking episode.
Soda!
Doplex.
That's me.
Let's move
Hello.
on.
He's Mexican.
Yeah, we can go on to this.
No, Doplex is like, Doplex is how I fucking found him one. I sifted through a sea of
Oh, yeah.
crumbs and spaghetti.
Little
And I
strainer.
found a little Mexican jumping bean glistening in the middle.
That's me.
And, I
And
was
then you
like,
found a full loaf and spaghetti.
And together we make a full course fucked up fusion.
yeah. But no, Doplex's comment from the start has like always made my dick jizz come
Yeah.
directly out of the top of it. And I think like I can't think of probably like you're easily one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh, that's
To the point where like I definitely do be getting jealous sometimes about dumb shit. I think it's only child syndrome, you know?
Yeah.
But Dobix is one of the people, and you guys by extension, but I guess I first had the realization with Doplex that like every time you find success, I'm just pure stoked.
Oh,
Like there's no
that's
amount
sweet.
of like, fuck, I wish that was me, or like, you know, it's
Yeah.
literally just like, yes! Yes! You know? And I get that with you guys as well now.
Oh.
And I'm trying to get better about not doing that. That is a flaw of mine. But I think it speaks for, you know, you and the rest of you as well.
Our love
where,
for
like,
each other.
it's like, I'm just genuinely happy
Yeah,
when
that's
the
sweet.
boys succeed.
Shout the frick out.
Which I know kind of
Yeah.
paints me as a bit of a cunt.
No,
but it
not
paints
at
you
all.
guys as
No,
great.
No, you're one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So, fuck you.
What about Andrew?
Well, Andrew too. All the
Andrew's a
three
bit of an
you.
asshole.
Andrew, yeah,
If
he's
I'm
kind of
being
a
real.
dick, but like most of the time he's nice.
Kudos.
Stop it.
Okay. Oh, stop.
Kudos. Take off your pants and lean back. We're gonna suck you off.
Beanbag. Oh right. So it's the thing. Benjamin said, "Take your pants off and bend forward. We're gonna suck you off.
We're gonna suck you off from the back.
From the bag, just crank it around.
Holy shit! Kudos.
You got smoothie chicks.
You're like the two of them said. You're definitely the most quick-witted comedic force I've ever come up against.
Facts.
We duel in the court of minds.
Yeah, like we're all extremely funny, and we all have our like
Smells.
ups and downs in comedy. But I think the easiest one you could point to about any of us is that like you got a fucking. You have like an observation of a joke or sentence or like sort of like a dad joke but more clever about literally anything that
is true.
It's every time you say it, like I think that I'm clever and then every time you say it it's just like I don't even understand how you got to that, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah, and it's so fast. Like it's
it's
speed of light
incredibly
shit.
fast.
Yeah.
And also
Crazy.
Stop it.
I think you're
Gay.
Exactly. Bro, you just did it, bro.
See, there it is in action.
I think there's a reason that we all make good stuff, but I think there's a reason that you're the one that has had success because you be working hard, but like you just know what to say, you know what to do.
I think my chick was just the only one that didn't bounce to Susan.
No, it's just you know what to say, you know who to say it to, you know what to do, when to do it, and you care enough to be creative, but also like care about all the gay shit that none of us can like care about, which is dedication and lit.
I appreciate that.
So you're epic, bro.
You're epic.
Can I just
He's
say
epic.
we're
He's
epic.
fucking epic.
Epic.
Andrew, when we met,
I never thought I'd meet another Miller.
when we
In the
met,
United States of America.
yeah,
They're
when we
rare.
met,
My long-lost brother.
I had moved to Florida. Two of my best friends, we had a really bad falling out because of living with your friends is bad most of the time, honestly.
That's true.
I think a lot of people find that, but
Yeah.
so they were my two best friends, so I had literally no friends. I was just started making video essays again, and they weren't good. And I moved back in my parents, and it fucking sucked. I wanted to kill myself, and then I met you, and you're epic. And it was legit, like, everything I liked, you liked. And it was really weird, and we had the same last name. And we were both
We do
fat.
got that.
We were both fat. We made YouTube videos. And then
The similarities are stacking up.
and then I flew to Alaska to meet you, and it was even easier. And I was so anxious, and then I got in the car, and it was so lit. And you do be a brother from another mother, but with the same name, so like it could be the same.
It could be the same. Could go
And-
back.
You're fucking epic. You're funny. You're definitely the most easily charismatic out of all of us. You're laid back. You could do anything, and I think people would like you.
Facts.
Thank you, brother.
That's what I'm
Spitting.
saying.
And
He's
even
spitting.
though you're the smallest channel, I think you legitimately have the most stands in our Discord out of all of us.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's Andrew Stands
So-
pop off in the comments.
You
There's
are-
gonna be
you're
like
the favorite
one
child for
guy
a
at the
reason.
bottom of the comment list like, yes.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
Hazel being
Andrew!
like,
We do
Don't-
want Andrew Stans to become as toxic as K-pop stands. We want
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
go.
we really want
yeah,
that.
if you guys can like just go out there and just be fucking just foul to people.
Scumbag.
Just absolute assholes to
I'm talking,
people in
like,
the
go
name
to,
of
like-
Andrew
yeah.
Miller.
Next
I'm
time there's a
talking, like,
mass
go to-
killing, go onto the news report and be like, if only they
If
stand
only he
Andrew
stand
Miller.
Andrew Miller, this wouldn't have happened.
And then-
Someone make a fan cam
someone
and
make a
start
fan
spamming
cam.
it under like national tragedy.
and put our watermark in.
Yeah,
it.
if
Yeah.
only Al Qaeda watched Beef Boys and Stan Andrew Miller, 9/11 would have never happened.
Dude, imagine if
He was only
9/11.
4.
I think I've asked this question like 5. No, sorry. I won't interrupt the nice givings.
Doplex,
That's me. Hello.
you're like 17 years older than me. No, you're
Canonically.
you're like 5
Or
or
was.
5 years. You're like 5 years older than me.
Like four and a half.
4 and a half. 4 and 300.
5 years older and 4
and
inches
364 days. And fucking, my train of thought's completely gone.
It's okay.
So we both be Seeny Weeny Emo Boys, and that's the official name for it. We have our licenses.
Doplex is a
And-
seeny
Cover
weeny
card.
beanie.
And all of the scene kids I ever met, I thought they were my friends, but they were all scumbags, and I fucking hated them.
That is kind of
They-
a personality trait you kind of have.
They'll
to have.
eat you alive. They'll steal from you. They're all they'll turn on you for fucking nothing. They'll try to turn all your friends against you. They're all insecure fucking freaks.
Yeah.
Who stole from you? What'd you get stolen?
Emo friends that were high stole from me.
Yeah, they do be stealing.
So fucked
I've had a lot of emo
I saw
slash
my
teen friends
Pokemon
that stole
collection.
a lot of shit.
and I've never forgiven them.
And it made me sour toward the whole thing. But somehow, this man who's been through you've literally been through so much to the point where like you should be such a disgusting
By all
scumbag.
rights, you
Or
should be a
somehow
massive
You're the
cunt.
most tolerant, nice person that legitimately any of us have ever met. It makes no fucking sense. Like
thank you.
you should be a worthless scab.
Or
You
dead.
should be. You
Legitimately
should be.
that
But
or
you're
dead.
You should be the
fucking-
people hanging out outside our Airbnb.
You're incredible. Yeah, you should be. You should own that Airbnb and like, beat people up in it at
And
night.
charging people $1,000 for it.
But you turned out incredible, and then on top of that, you're in a scene of people where they're all scumbags, and somehow you're not. And like when we started talking, and like we like all the same things, and we like all the same music, and we like the same aesthetics, and we like the same games, and we both went to Papa John's with Pizza Huts connected to them, and played video games, and it's just like like you were like the older brother or like friend that I always wanted,
Aw.
especially when I like needed it in high school. And then I finally found you, and it was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
And I love all three of you.
I love
all
you
three
boys.
of you boys too.
The gang
Anyway.
is epic. Thank you
Yeah.
for that question, by the
Should we
way.
go get- hey, should we
got
go
my
get-
Seems like we're
penis
gonna
all
end there?
hard.
I reckon we should.
But there's so many more questions. Actually, wait, we're doing another episode.
Yeah, we're doing a couple.
We could
Okay.
ask the rest later.
Fuck you.
No, we always do that. Love you.
Love you.
Hey, you're alright. Let's go get fucked up.
Yeah, let's go get
let's
fucked.
go get
Yeah,
some
let's go
food.
get